Today is gonna be the day that they're gonna throw it back to you. By now you should have somehow realized what you gotta do. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. Backbeat, the word is on the street that the fire in your heart is out. I'm sure you heard it all before, but you never really had a doubt. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. And all the roads we have to walk are winding, and all the lights that lead us there are blinding. There are many things that I would like to say to you, but I don't know how. Because maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me. And after all, you're my wonderwall. Yeah.
What's going on, guys? It is me, the Mighty SUCRAM, back on here at Season 5, Episode 4 of the Mighty SUCRAM's Capitals Off the Chain podcast. A lot has happened this past week. Hockey's officially back.
Woohoo!
And the good and the bad. The Capitals are back. The bad. There is no bad with hockey being back.
I thought the bad was going to be the Yankees clinching the postseason.
You shut the fuck up. You shut your mouth, you fucking Nationals fan. It's not my fault your team's trash.
I don't know. Could be. You're closer.
All right. So, a lot has happened before the first preseason game. We went to the training camp on Friday. Had a blast. Saw a lot of good moments in during the training camp. We saw a lot of line changes. But that does not even come close to what happened. Boom. Right here is the greatest thing ever. It is a signed puck from Ryan Leonard, Ryan Chesley, and Henrik Rabinski. So, funny story. Friday, we were just there. We went there just to watch. And first group, we barely watched because by the time we got there, first group was basically done. So we went around, walked around, and we came back for the second group. And while the second group is doing their shooting around and stuff before moving to the next, to the other rink, Ryan Leonard comes over and starts banging the glass with his stick. And I'm thinking, okay, maybe he's just fucking around. But no, he's trying to get my attention. So he's banging the glass, and I'm like, what the hell do you want? And he's got a puck in his hand. I'm like, oh, okay. So he gives me the puck. If he didn't sign this, that still would have made my day because Ryan Leonard physically came to me to give me a puck. It wasn't me asking for a puck. So I don't know if he recognized me, if he listens to this podcast, or
if he saw your shirt that you were wearing.
If he saw my shirt, or if he just recognized me from last year because my tattoos were visible last year when we went to his first ever Capitals practice when I wore his Boston College jersey backwards. So maybe.
And I can vouch that he is not lying. I was there with him.
So Leonard physically came to me and gave me a puck. So shout out to Ryan Leonard.
But Ryan, who got his attention at the end of practice for him to sign it?
Me?
No. Who's the one that yelled, "Hey, Leonard, come here"?
I did.
Oh, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
And then I got
No, you didn't get Chesley because I noticed Chesley was coming over.
Yeah, he was coming over because I called him. You just didn't hear him.
No, he was heading towards the other side of the rink. Him and Rabinski both were heading that way, and I said, hey, here's Chesley.
I'm sorry, Chesley. Yes, Chesley, yes. Leonard, I called over.
No, we both called him over. And if anything, we didn't have to do anything because there was two pucks right where we were standing. We could have gotten his attention then.
True. But it was more fun this way.
So don't fucking take credit where credit's not due. He would have signed the puck anyways.
Okay, I'll take half credit.
Trying to take fucking credit. Gil is still muted, but that's fine. All right, so we had a preseason game on Sunday. Who knew? We had a preseason game. And not only did we have a preseason game, it was an ass beating of better proportions. Like, oh my god, this was an ass beating. This was an ass beating. It was 100% an ass beating. From start to finish, the Caps looked like the better team. Gavin Borklund also looked really good in the shootout and in the third period. So let's talk about this game. Let's get our little coroner over in the corner there. Gil, it's time to dissect a certain game.
Autopsy. Yes.
Gil, go
Someone
right ahead.
Someone called for a coroner.
Yes.
Dr. Mallard.
Dr. Mallard. Fucking NCIS.
You did call for an autopsy.
All right, Gil, go ahead. First, your thoughts on this game, and then we'll get into it.
Didn't start very well. Morgan Geeky opened the scoring, and I thought, okay, well, it's going to take these guys a while to warm up a bit. And then just, I don't know, let's see here. 31 seconds.
Yeah,
31 seconds later, you talk about where Mama hides the cookies. This is in Soviet Russia, cookies hide you because Cookie Man score shelf goal. And that's what he did. The backhand shelf, probably, without equivocation, the sweetest shot I have seen in 6 months. Just literally picked the top corner underneath the water bottle. They didn't even know it was a goal. He knew it was a goal. They didn't know it was a goal. Nobody else knew it was a goal. He did, though. And he was back. And I knew right then and there that he was going to have a good game because he was feeling it.
There was, I think, it was either Sammy or Bailey on Twitter said that Henry Lapierre and Milano were the two focal points, like the two best players throughout practices of the actual players, not the young ones, not like Lakovic, not all of them that are the prospects. Because right now Lapierre is not considered a prospect anymore. He's at the point where he should be NHL ready. They said those two were the ones that stick out the most, and this game showed it. This game definitely showed it.
Okay, and if you're wondering, no, we're not doing this emasculating massive swerve to WWE talk. Sammy and Bailey are reporters. They are not WWE performers.
Yeah, let's make that perfectly clear.
One even plays hockey. So Sammy Saliber, I think
right.
She's a goalie. I think she is.
She plays goalie and forward.
Goalie and forward.
So,
yeah.
but yeah, it was a pretty good. As a runaway from there. Let me call up the scoring.
I got it right here. Lapierre scored.
Lapierre about 5 minutes later from Beauvillier and Milano.
That line was buzzing all night.
That line was killing
really...
it. That line was killing it. I don't know if the next goal, I don't know if they were on the power play. Milano gets a second of the game.
No, the Caps did not have a power play that game.
Then I can't explain why Ethan Frank got the assist here, but he did. Springs Milano from the blue line. And as soon as Frank made that pass, I give Mrs. Blue Liner, the Iggy, that's my wife, give her the elbow and say, hey, look, watch him. He's having a good game. Watch him here. He's going to score. And he did.
The reason why I think Frank got the assist there was because Frank was coming off the ice. Milano was coming on the ice. And I think Milano had a break where Frank got him the puck. I do think, like I said, we didn't get a power play at all. We should have gotten a couple power plays. There was I think it was Lapierre got high sticked, and it wasn't called. So, but yes, Milano would score, and then I'll take over this one, Gil, because this is the only highlight the kid had all night. And I want to see more from him, or his ass is going to be in Hershey. Miroshnichenko makes a great play in the offensive zone. He steals the puck and gets it over to Triniev to make it 4-1. It says it was a tip in, but he shot it, so I don't know why they're calling it a tip in. Miro didn't. After this goal, this was scored. Miro did not have a good rest of the night. His entire line did not have a good rest of the night. I mean, him, Rubinski had a really bad penalty. I don't. I just don't feel good about Miro as I did in the past few seasons. I feel like if anything, this is his last shot. I do think when the Capitals make that move for an impactful player, Miro will be the centerpiece that goes the other way. It just feels like there's no room for him, and I want to give a shout out, even though he didn't get on the score sheet last night or the other night in Boston. He was all over the ice. Both of them were all over the ice. They looked really amazing. Eric Smeteko and Lyndon Lakovic showed like they were playing the NHL for the past 15 years. They did not look like young teenagers on that ice.
Mm-mm.
All right, Gil, take it back. You can take it back.
So yeah, Milano, then Triniev, and
We got Patrick
let's
Brown.
see. To Brown, yeah. So Brown for the Bees makes it 4-2. And then okay, so I'm not going to call this the highlight of the night, but it was a very good shot. Ryan Chesley ices it on the breakaway. Pretty good hands for a guy who was supposed to be a stay-at-home, clean up your own end kind of guy. Shows the hands. You're not going to like this, Marcus. You're not going to like this, but I think. Well, okay. I will say this: he got better as the game went on.
Yeah, he had a really bad penalty. I
But
will not
he
deny
had,
that.
well, not only that, but he had probably his first, I want to say 2, 3, 4 shifts. He was shakier than Georgia pizza. Um, he overskated the puck a few times. He missed a few assignments. I think the nerves got to him.
This
But
was
once,
this was his, and I understand why, because this was his first ever NHL
right,
action. He never played in it, because that's the big problem with playing in college is you can't play preseason. You have to go straight to college. Once the semester begins, that's the NCAA rule, is you can't play in the NHL. So I I agree. I do think the beginning, the first period, especially the first period, he was not good. But after that, he made some great back check plays. He had that amazing goal. The awareness, the fact that he started back behind the net to get all the way up there to get a goal from Lapierre was impressive. I like to call. I'm gonna start calling him the Jazz Man, because he's got them smooth hands. Um, give him a fucking saxophone, and I guarantee he'll play it all night. So it was. I do think Chesley, out of the three defensemen out of our prospects, I think he was the best. I do think Mugli struggled a little bit. There was times where Mugli showed he was just skating around, and I even told Cheryl when we were watching, I said, Mugli, I think, what was it, like an icing? Or it was
Yeah.
the Bruins chipped it in the zone, and Mugli gave like no effort. He just stride for the puck. And I
Yeah.
told Cheryl, I said, what are you doing? Go for that puck. Skate. Or Chesley, I think this was in the second period. Chesley, he instantly got into position. So then there was also in the third period where Chesley was in the offensive zone, and he knew right away when the puck wasn't even past the face-off circle on the left. He already got instantly out of the zone, back in position. So I like seeing that from him. His hockey IQ is through the roof. I think he's going to play in Hershey. He will be the top pairing in Hershey. I think him and Mugli will more likely be the top two pairing in Hershey. I also think Arario is going to be another piece that gets traded. He did have the most ice time in this game among the defensemen, including John Carlson, who played. So, well, no, Carlson didn't play. But
Looks like Carly didn't play.
no, it was TVR that played. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, Arario still had he had the most. Chesley had the second. No, the third most. Chisholm had the second most. So I liked what I saw from Chesley. I think he'll be fine. The fact that he originally when we drafted him, we were expecting a two-way defender where he can put the puck in the net. He can also defend. He showed that for me in this game. Like you said, he had his first 4 or 5 shifts. He was a little nervous, but I think as the game went on, he really settled in. He will be our right-handed defenseman, our top right-handed defenseman. I do think him and Cole Hudson will be the future on that blue line. And then Leon Mugli and potentially Cam Allen, who I do think we will see in Hershey tomorrow night. Cam Allen is a 5th rounder that might turn into a gem.
He's mean.
And he is very mean. He's got a vicious side to him.
He is mean.
That entire day in training camp, he was throwing hits. He was not giving a damn. He was slapping, he was slashing and freaking hacking and shit. Cam Allen, he will be probably our second best defenseman on the right side, which is which is not really saying much because our right sided is pretty weak. I mean, the top 3 guys we have on the right side are Chesley, Allen, and Arario. Potentially Dahlquist. Is it Dahlquist that we drafted this year?
Maybe.
Remember.
Let's just see. Washington Capitals prospects. I know he's right-handed. He's a right-handed defenseman. He might find a way too, because I have a feeling he's gonna be another like a Cam Allen situation where he's gonna find a way to be a big impact. So they drafted Aaron Dahlquist. Yes. So AA round. Gonna start calling him that. AA round. So he won't be with the team either. He went back to Sweden. I think he's playing with Nick Backstrom. I think he's on Nick Backstrom's team. So he shoots left, so he might be on the left side. Maybe. I mean, he could probably fit on the right side. Because I thought when they drafted him, he was a right-sided defenseman. But yeah, he went back. He's back in Sweden, so we won't see him probably until at least next year. But yeah, all in all, Gil, I do like how we looked, even in the shootout. I gotta give I said on Facebook, I made a post. There's 4 highlighted guys I can talk about, young guys. Obviously, the Lapierre line was the best line of the night. Obviously, in my opinion, even though they got a goal, the weakest line was the Miroshnichenko line. I just felt like in that second and third period, they did not play well. They were just striding. There was a moment where the puck was in the defensive zone, and you can see Miro he's just skating. He's gliding. He's not putting in any effort. He's just skating. And it's like Cheryl can attest for this. I screamed at the TV. I said, "Dude, fucking skate!"
Yeah.
Go.
He was yelling at Miro all night. He really was.
And that's his biggest problem. Miro's biggest problem is he's lazy. He has a tendency to be lazy, and that you can say that for a lot of Russian skaters, especially forwards. They have a tendency to be lazy. And we have experience with this with 3 Russians. With
Semin.
Alexander Semin, Evgeny Kuznetsov, and an extent, Dmitry Orlov. Because when Orlov was younger, he had a lazy tendency. So I'm not impressed by Miro. I know a lot of other Caps fans are. I don't think he had that good of a game. I really don't. Gil, what were your thoughts?
I don't think he was horrible, but I mean, even if you discount his first year after he was drafted, which you almost have to because, cancer.
Came off cancer, yeah.
By now he should be showing more consistency, more, I don't know, more. Just more. Sometimes he's invisible, then bam, he'll show up out of nowhere, and that's,
Annoying.
it just fuels the whole enigmatic Russian. When are we going to see? When can we expect to see? Oh, we're not going to see. Oh, here he is. You know, I think he still has a lot of potential, but
He does. I'm not saying he's not going to be an impactful player. I just don't think it's going to be here in DC. I feel like he'll have his breakout moment on another team. I feel like the Capitals have way too many top end prospects that are going to have a higher ceiling and better than Miro. We're going to see two of them tomorrow night. One being Andrew Crystal. I feel like Andrew Crystal is the more hotter prospect, and he shows up every night. Whereas Miro, like you said, Miro will have a moment where he's visible the whole game, and the next game he'll have like 2 or 3 points a night. He'll have a 2.3 point night. He did that in Hershey. He had a breakout moment last year in Hershey, but it just did not has not been able to transcend it into the NHL. And the thing with Lapierre, which is I saw someone talk about this, and it could be a huge factor. Lapierre played a lot of hockey in the AHL the last 2 years. It could have really hindered him being as he just ran out of gas. And if you look at it, this game alone, this looks like the Lapierre we had against the Rangers. He does. He looks exactly like the Lapierre that played against the Rangers 2 years ago in the playoffs. And if we can get that Lapierre, I'm sorry, Miro, you're a two-way forward. You're going back to Hershey. Because Lapierre, I would prefer in the third line to have two centers, because then you can switch them out. If one kicks out, I would prefer a center on almost every line, another extra center, because then you can have two centers. Because with the way these refs are, they're kicking players out of the fucking face-off circle for one little mistake. So I feel like Lapierre, and as much as I want to see the good story with Milano, you even mentioned this. Milano is more likely going to be a trade target. I do think Milano will either make the roster or we trade him at the beginning of the season. I do think Lapierre will be the guy that makes it, and Lapierre will have his moment where he has that Connor McMichael and Protus moment where he breaks out. He will not be a guy that's going to score 30 goals, but I can see him doing 15 to 20, which is what we need him. We severely lacked that on the third line last year, which is why we lost to Carolina, because we couldn't get production from that third line. I don't think we have to worry about Leonard, because we're going to see tomorrow night exactly what that line's going to do, and I have a feeling that line's going to be it's gonna be some problems for some NHL teams. You put Protus, Dubois, and Leonard together. They were buzzing all training camp.
God, that was phenomenal.
And I feel like they're gonna be our top line. It's gonna be a second line, but it's gonna feel like a top line. And I feel like, as much as I hate this, but Spencer he's in love with Anthony Beauvillier. I feel like Ovi, Strome, Beauvillier will be the top line.
why is that such a bad thing?
I just Beauvillier, he's a great player. Don't get me wrong. I just feel like he's more of a third line guy to me.
No, he's not.
I feel like he's a third line
No,
guy.
he's not. No,
I
he's
feel
not.
like
Did you watch the playoffs at all? Did you?
I did watch the playoffs, and I think he was great.
Best fucking player from the corner to the crease.
That's not saying
And by
much.
the way, the elimination game, only guy to get a goal, because
was.
he did what nobody else wanted
Well,
to do, crash the crease.
To be fair, we did score 2 goals, but Rob Brendamore is a fucking jackass. Even though that was technically offsides, I can't deny it. It was offsides. I fucking hate this challenge rule. I really do. It's so stupid. But then again, the Caps are one of the most team. It was the team that used one of the most challenges, and we got the challenges 90% right. So, but yeah, Beauvillier will more likely be on the top line. What I will say though is I do love that potential Lapierre, McMichael, Wilson line. I don't think Wilson will put up 30 goals this year. I think last year was more of an anomaly.
Well, he doesn't have to, as long as if he makes room for McMichael and Lapierre figures out what he's supposed to do, which he looks like he's about 95% of the way of doing, then that line will be pretty good.
And we haven't even talked about the potential fourth line, which is your favorite. The Duhane, even though Duhane and Dowd, they didn't have a good start to the
Well,
game
they
against
they
Boston.
did they went back to something they had some success with over the last regular season.
Yeah,
The Dudu Frank line. Um, I like seeing that, but I don't think Frank will be that guy.
I think
Uh,
Frank's gonna be a healthy scratch,
Frank is either going to be the spare or he's going to go back to Hershey.
which I don't.
Because
He can't. He has to clear waivers, and I just don't.
well, the other guy that is going to fill that fourth line also has to clear waivers, and they just got him. They spent a second round pick on him, so it's not going to be him. The guy I'm talking about is that the new guy, Justin Sertif.
Sertif, yep.
Oh yeah.
They're sure as hell not going to send him back to Hershey because you just spent, like I said, you just spent the second round pick on him. So yeah, you might as well pencil him in on that fourth line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even though he was in no contact jersey, he looked pretty good when we were skating around out there too that day on Friday.
Yes, he looked really good. And it's
So
it's already been announced. It's not a shocker. Ovi will not be traveling with the team for Hershey tomorrow night. John Carlson will also not be traveling with the team.
see my
So-
shocked face?
They can't see
No,
that.
you can't see my shocked face because we're not on video, but still picture it in your head.
So also, Ryan Leonard has officially moved out of Pierre-Luc Dubois. He's got his own apartment because Pierre-Luc Dubois is having a kid, and this is coming from Pierre-Luc Dubois, not me. He said they don't think they're having a child. They didn't want to raise 2 kids and 3 dogs. So
Actually, I think that was his wife. Actually, said
no,
that.
no, Dubois said it. Dubois said
Was
it.
it Pierre said it?
But
Yeah.
Pierre
either
said it?
way, that is an actual quote. I saw the same thing on
Yes.
Twitter.
Yeah, I saw it too.
Yes.
I think that's
Yes.
fantastic. I mean, that's a
Sammy
great quote.
Sammy interviewed Dubois, and Dubois said it.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, which honestly Leonard wanted to get out of there anyways, but it is a funny quote. I don't think that's what they actually meant. Leonard just wants to get out of the house. He wants to be in his own apartment. Which Leonard looked like he was having a blast on Friday. He also gained 10 more pounds of muscle.
Yeah, he looked really good.
And speaking of Leonard, the NHL 26 simulated his career.
Yeah.
And he commented about it. He said, I already have enough shit as it is. And trophy-wise. He said, but if that happens, wow. So, Ryan Leonard, yes, he had his simulation
Come on, Reggie.
where, let me pull it up where it says, so the simulation said Ryan Leonard's predicted career would be included at 1,452 points, 681 goals, 771 assists in 1523 games. He'll win 2 Hart trophies, a Conn Smythe, and he'll win 2 cups. So
Okay.
Ryan Leonard turned around and said, "You know, I have enough shit as it I have enough shit as it is, but if that happens, wow." Yeah, it says it here. He says, "Excuse my language, but I got enough shit already." So I do think Leonard will have. He's gonna have a He's gonna have a massive year, especially if he's with Protus and Dubois. I felt like we had no choice though. We had to, but we kind of hindered his ability. And people bitching how he didn't produce last year has to look who the fuck he was playing with on that third line.
Well, yes, that didn't help.
You can't sit there and expect him to produce points. Yes, he had his opportunities, but he was also giving up opportunities to Eller and who was his other line mate? Fuck, who was the other? Majapani?
Yeah.
They couldn't do shit. He gave them opportunities and they were whiffing every fucking time. So I feel like this year it will be different because he added more. He had a full off season. He's added muscle, and now he's on a competent line that's gonna probably dominate the NHL. Pierre-Luc Dubois, Protus, and Leonard is gonna be a line that teams do not want to play against.
PLD.
Oh my God.
PLD.
Jeez. Texas.
What it is.
I
Protus Leonard Dubois.
yeah, I got it.
I'm predicting Leonard scores 20 to 25 goals this year. I also think he will be in the running for the Calder. I think him and Demidov will be the two favorites to win it this year. I don't think Schaefer will come close. Schaefer did not look good the other night against the Flyers. Was it the Flyers?
Mm,
Who did the Islanders play the other day?
I don't know.
No clue.
Find out.
Not paying attention. Not to them. Not yet.
Hold on.
They played the Flyers. They lost 3-2. No, he played the Devils. He played the Devils, and he did not look good. They got Krishan Aitchison as well. He did not play that game, so he played the Devils, or he played the Flyers. Let me look it up. They lost in a shootout, so not too bad. But
Excuse me.
Schaefer was 1 for 1. He was 1 for 1. Or he had a point, he had an assist, he had 5 shots. He had a moment in the game though where he had a really good defensive play, and I'll give him that. It should have been a penalty too, but it's preseason; they're not going to call it. So, yeah, those are arguably the 3 top guys for the Calder this year. Gabriel Perreault has looked good in the preseason as well. I don't think he'll have a major factor this year. The Rangers still have top 6 guys where I think Gabriel Perreault will more likely fit in the bottom 6. But then again, Mike Sullivan does love playing younger guys. He did it with the Penguins. He trusted Jake Gensel so much as a young kid. I think was Jake Gensel like 21 years old? Gil?
I got no way to look it up. I mean, I'm on my phone, so.
Yeah, let me look it up. I got it. So what was Jake Gensel? Let me see his career. So Jake Gensel is 30 years old? So he played
About that.
26. So that was about 9 years ago. So yeah, he was 21. He was 21 when he made his debut, and he trusted him a lot. He trusted him a lot. He gave him 15 minutes of ice time per game. And he proved it. He gave 16 goals, 17 assists, 33 points. And then the following year, he went 82 games, 22, 26, 48. So he trusts the younger guys. But the question is Gabriel Perreault going to play top 6 minutes? If he plays the way he's playing, he will. He has looked really good in the 3 preseason games he's played. He's got a goal in, I think, every game. And let me see. Hold on. Let me see the Rangers. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But there's another kid I want to talk to before we wrap this up. Lyndon Lakovich is this year's Andrew Crystal. Gil, what are your thoughts on his performance against Boston?
Thought he looked pretty good. Did not do anything, really, really outstanding. He had that one shot.
Yeah.
That kind of veered off to the, to the left. It would have been great if he scored, but I didn't think he looked bad. I think he's just starting. If we see him in at least one more preseason game, I think probably going to see even more from him. But yeah, I don't see as great as his potential is and can be. I don't think he makes the team. I think he gets sent back to junior. But the best is yet to come with him easily.
The same could be said with Matejko. Matejko looked really good the other night too. I think he was really good in the face-off circle. Let me look. So projected lines for tomorrow night. Let me see if there is. If they got anything up for tomorrow.
I tell you, one thing I liked about Lakovich was his skating. He moves pretty good for a bigger guy.
Yeah, he really does. And I remember this is a kid that should have went top 10, top 15 potentially, and we got him at 20, 27.
Yes.
27. Yeah.
So, and let's not ignore the fact that we also had Milton Gastrin with our second pick of the draft, who should have went top in the first round, and we
Yeah.
got him. We got another player that should have been a first round draft pick. Mateko
No,
is go on, Cheryl.
Oh, I was gonna say, Gastron, he wasn't there, right? He's back in
No,
Germany.
No.
he's in Sweden. Him and
Or
Dahlquist
back in
went back.
Sweden. Okay.
I think it's Gastrin that's on Backstrom, not Dahlquist. I think Gastrin's on Backstrom's team.
Yeah. I thought he wasn't.
No, Milton Gastrin.
We'll
He's
see him.
over.
We'll see him next year for
Yeah,
sure.
We'll see him
Okay.
next year.
Okay.
Yeah, 100% see him next year. But right now I do think he's on the team with Moto. I think that's Backstrom's team, right? Moto Hockey.
I
Sounds
think
right.
so.
Let's see their roster.
We'll find out.
No, he's
But
not.
we digress.
He's
from-
not on the team. He's not on the team. There is another Caps former prospect that is on the team with Backstrom now. But anyways, yeah. So I'm looking forward to what Crystal is confirmed he will be playing tomorrow because they were doing lines today, the power play lines, and he's on them. Him and Leonard are both more likely playing tomorrow. I'm looking forward to seeing what Crystal looks like. I do think we'll probably see Chesley again tomorrow. Maybe Mugli. We'll more likely see Chikrin. I think Chikrin will be playing tomorrow. We're probably not going to see any of the really big guys like Strome, Ovechkin, McMichael, Wilson until later, like maybe against the Islanders or the two series against Columbus and Boston back at home. Because we play at home and home with Columbus. I think we play Columbus and Columbus, and we play Boston and Columbus at home. Then we play Boston for this start of the season. Which, speaking of that, I do think the Boston Bruins are going to be the worst team in the league. Their prospects look terrible, and they're going to be without Pasternak for a while. I forgot what injury he's dealing with. I think is it his knee?
It's his knee. He's got tendonitis in his knee. Last I heard, he's going to play through it, which I think is a mistake.
Yeah.
So they might decide to shut him down. But the last thing I heard a couple days ago was
Yeah, it
that he
says
was going to
he's
try
playing.
and play through it.
He says he's going to play. He returned to Bruins practice, another take. So we'll see what happens with them. But like I said, Boston, Pittsburgh, and maybe I want to say Seattle. Minnesota could be battling for the first overall pick, which. Oh well. But anyways, yes, tomorrow night we have a game against the Flyers in Hershey. Me, Jared, and my buddy Sean are going to that game. Gil, we will keep you. We'll take pictures and everything for you.
Awesome.
Yes, I'm very sad I'm missing that game.
And being season ticket holders, we get to come in at 15 minutes early.
She's more upset she won't get to see me.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Keep telling yourself that, bud.
Devastated.
So let's make a prediction real quick. Gil, do you think we win this game? I mean, Flyers they have not looked good. They won a good game against the Islanders. But I don't think they won the last game they played, unless they haven't played it since. I don't think they've lost yesterday 4-2 to Montreal.
I mean, it's preseason. It doesn't matter, but
I would love to see us look good though with our young guys.
yeah, that's
out
all
of
that's
preseason.
all I care about. I want to see some development.
Which we did get in the first game. We did see a lot of development coming out. Like I said, LaPierre looks like starting to look like his old self. Chesley looked really good in the second and third period. Mateko and Lakovic looked really good. I want to see a little bit more from Miro. I do want to see what Crystal looks like, and I'm excited to see what Leonard, Dubois, and Protas look like. They might be the top line tomorrow night. They 100% might be the top line. I do think
Excuse me.
before we wrap this up, there is some bulletin board. What's his face? Said he thinks Ovi will take a back seat this year. Was it Brian Hayes? Or
Who?
somebody? It wasn't Brian Hayes. It was somebody. It was someone Brian or James something. He came out and said that Ovi and the Capitals are going to take a back step this year, and they're gonna not take this year season serious. There's nothing better to go. It was a post I saw the other day. It's just more bulletin board material for Alex Ovechkin. And when Ovechkin scores 40 goals this year, we're just gonna hear more excuses how no one defends Ovechkin. Blah blah blah. So it's also another thing before we leave. Dowd and Wilson were at the zoo.
Oh yeah, that was fun. That was a lot of fun. Oh, I got one more thing before we get off too.
Yeah, do your thing.
Oh, so Saturday at Summers Farm, it's Capitals Day, and it was on the Washington Caps Facebook page. I don't know what that means in terms of who or what, or well, no one's really probably going to be there. Slapshot might show up, but if you wear your all caps gear, you get in for $8. So I'm gonna go over there, check it out, see what's happening, and I'll let y'all know next time. I actually do not have a meet on Saturday. Our meet is tomorrow.
Which is why
So
she
that
can't
makes
go
me
to the
happy.
game.
That's why I can't go to the game. I bought the tickets before the meet was scheduled.
Also, Ovi apparently says that he wants to play another year. He is leaning towards. He's leaning towards playing another year. Let me rephrase that.
I haven't heard that.
He's leaning towards. He is not.
The
confirmed.
rumor is that he is leaning towards. Whether
Yeah,
he
let me
actually
rephrase
is or
that.
not is a different story.
Rumor goes innuendo.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So, anyways, that is all the time we have for this week. When we come back next week, we will be officially previewing the NHL season, and the following week we will not be doing an episode because we will be live streaming the game against Boston. So, Gil, everyone, Caps on 3, ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3, let's go,
Let's
Caps!
go,
Caps.
Caps!